What's going on, you beautiful people of YouTube? Thank you for coming to Tully Television here. I'm Bart. Pleasure to meet you. If you have yet to subscribe to this channel, you hit that red subscribe bar down below. You'll be entertained with all the comic book, movie, and television reviews that we do here, the occasional musical spotlight, even the rare occasional wrestling spotlight. The march to 300 subscribers has begun. When we get to 300 subscribers, I will be giving away a lot of random comic books to a random subscriber. And I would also like, as a joke, not like a joke, but as a fun thing to do, is to do a watch along with you guys to the movie 300. You know what I mean? So we got that going on. That's our long-term goal. Today we're doing a comic book review. That's part of the Full of X story that's going on. We did Sons of X, covering Nightcrawler and Legions, what they've been up to. We've been doing Astonishing Iceman, and we're going to be doing this book. I also was going to be doing Alpha Flight 2, but with how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things comic book review is going, I'm going to go more with that instead, because the numbers are doing really great on that. So thank you all for tuning in to that video. So stay tuned for the next few months to see how that story unfolds. But yeah, Dark X-Men #1 here. Let's get it, if I can get my hands on it. This is the cover I had gotten. And basically, the story is going to be Madeline Pryor, the clone of Jean Grey, overtaking her version of a team of X-Men, the Dark X-Men, to become a beacon of light for everyone. She wants to have a haven for those who cannot be accepted anywhere else. So that's her goal here, with her basically being acknowledged as the head of Limbo. There is a headquarters in New York City that is treated like a sovereign nation, and she's been granted a lot of different things to be able to continue her mission of taking everyone in. But Havok has been by her side, taking care of more of the minute and day-to-day things, as we'll see. But let's get into the writer is Steve Fox. He wrote part 1 and 2 of what's in this issue. The artist is Jonas Scarf in the part 1 and Nelson Daniel in the part 2. And Frank Martin was the colorist for both entries of this book as well. And we pick up kind of how she's viewing her realm of Limbo. We see her talking or confronting a figure of death here. And she's very conflicted about what she wants to do, as we see her here talking with Alex. She's referring to the people of Earth as humans. She's wondering if she's doing the right thing with what she's trying to do here. We see, them walking through who they had allowed to stay with them during this time in this castle, so to speak, right? And basically, like I said, it's her trying to pick up the mantle that Jean Grey had, because she explains how when Cassandra Nova had destroyed Genosha, the island of Genosha, and killed millions of mutants, the psychics and telepaths had said that there was a wave of tremendous emotion that overcame them because of all the millions of people passing on at the same time. And when the Hellfire Gala massacre happened, she didn't feel that. She only felt Jean and a few other people dying, but she didn't feel the amount of people that they're claiming they killed, Orcus, because she would have felt that energy come up on her. So she knows that there are many survivors still out there of this Hellfire Mutant Massacre out there, and she's going to try her best, along with Havok and her Dark Xmen here, to basically do that. And basically she explains that she uses this thing called the Mercy Crown, which is kind of basically like a cerebro. She's able to focus her energies and her powers into this device and track down people, and I'm assuming other beings and stuff. I also would like to see her finally confront, even if it's another one of these clones like Mother Righteous, or the two other clones of Sinister, because Sinister was kind of basically who is the one that brought her to life with cloning Jean and creating Madeline Pryor. We see here, this is a character that was in a book of a bunch of teenagers trying to pretend to be the X-Men that didn't do too well. And they're kind of using one of the characters in here now. And she went to her friend's house to see if they can use this thing that they can get from the black market, right, to suppress mutant powers, so then Orcus and their cohorts don't find them. But the friend's father turned her in to Orcus, and the friend, was upset that her friend had to go through that and be captured. And basically what we see here is Gambit here, right? Because look at his power. He's blowing up this truck she's in, and then Angel comes, and basically this version of the Dark X-Men tried to save her. And we got Gambit, we got Archangel, and last time we saw him, he was looking a little different with that whole thing that Nightcrawler's mother had did to him in Legion of X. And we got Maggot, one of my favorite obscure X-Men, who has the weirdest power set. His intestines become these worms that can eat and digest anything, like anything. And we don't know the full capacity of his powers yet, but I'd be really interested in seeing what they're going to do with him here in this book, because it is kind of a sick power to have. And then they basically were able to overtake this convoy, but they called in the cavalry, and they have an android Wolverine here named Albert, and then we see one of those Iron Man Sentinels over here. So the guy was even amazed about how quick the cavalry came. And then we basically see Madeline Pryor showing up with her team. We got Azazel, speaking of Nightcrawler. That's Nightcrawler's father there, Azazel. And we know that Mystique is his mother. And one getting rescued asks Gambit, can we trust them? Are they with us? And he was like, yeah, for now. We'll have to see. And we also see Gambit even telling Havok, man, like, you're running with a rough crowd. And Havok was impressed. He was like, coming from you, now I know I'm hanging out with the big boys, right? Because Gambit was the king of the Thieves Guild. He's worked with Mr. Sinister. He was an all-around scallywag and scoundrel for most of his life until he met the Xmen and Rogue and tried to become a better person. But Alex has, throughout the whole issue, has been trying to tell her less violence, less violence, less violence. And as he gets distracted, right, this poor guy gets it. He's done. Alex Summers is done, son. And Madeline Pryor just goes nuts and kills everyone in sight. And she has Azazel teleport everyone. And they had to leave Archangel behind because he was mortally wounded as well. He has a healing factor, but as we see here, basically he gets captured by Orcus here. And for some reason, for reasons I'm not sure, this Goblin Queen, I'm guessing the dark essence of Madeline Pryor, is wanting to know if she can come out and play after it was revealed that Angel had been captured. And that's where this part ends. And then basically the back half of this issue is Havok working behind the scenes after the first week of the Limbo Embassy. That's what this building is called, the Limbo Embassy. And this back part of the issue revolves around the week after that officially coming into play and being a sovereign nation. And then we see how Azazel and Implate and other members joined basically the team. We also get this Ben Reilly appearance here, and his name is Chasm now. And his beef with Madeline Pryor is that she blocked some of his memories. I'm unaware for what reason at the moment, but she blocked some of his memories and basically has altered the way, and he himself has altered the way he looks at the world now. He once took up the mantle of Spider-Man, and he has to live with the fact that he thought he was the real Peter Parker, but isn't really the real Peter Parker, and all this stuff. And then they didn't do much with him since then, in my opinion, but it seems like they've been doing a lot with him like the last couple years. We see Madeline making not amends, but an alliance with Syme, I think his name is. We see Cyclops and Jean before she passes on, checking in on him. And basically, she says, you've been wanting a purpose. Well, this is your purpose. And this is their date night, and they decide to fight a bunch of demons, and that's where that part ends. I'm unsure if they're going to continue the next 4 issues with the 2-part story here. But I really like the team that they put together. I like the premise that they're putting together. And I really like to see Madeline Pryor come into contact with some of these other cloned Essexes. Because, like I said, of her past with Mr. Sinister. And is she going to look at the other 3 clones the way she looks at Mr. Sinister with such, disgust and stuff? Or I really like to see what she's going to do against Orcus now with Alex being offed. This is one of the more exciting books I didn't think I was going to be excited for during this Fall of X story, but I'm happy I got it. And we'll see how that goes. And I think that for the next couple episodes of Tully Television, or at least a couple upcoming episodes we're going to do is Ahsoka and stuff. That's coming out. And I want to follow up with the Wolverine and Havok story that I started, the Meltdown series that I kind of forgot I started but didn't finish. So those are kind of my plans for the next couple episodes of here at Tully Television, Ahsoka, and some other comic book stuff, and maybe some other movie and television reviews coming up. Still trying to figure out, but yeah, definitely those two topics are going to be up on the agenda. I want to thank all of you for stopping by. Thank you always for the support. It means so much to us here at Tully Television, whether you're a new viewer, old viewer, a future viewer. I hope that we can entertain you. We hope that we can make you feel any emotion towards the content that we're creating, even if you don't like it. Hey, it's okay. We're big boys here and girls. We can take the criticism, but we only know what we're doing right or wrong unless you tell us. So you hit that comment section down below, all right, guys? But until next time, peace, Snookums.